debt right now. And we're going to have to look at how we got here if we're going to find a way to get out of here. When I talk about the people of the future reading their history books on the people of 2019 and 2018 and 2017, another thing they will not be able to believe is that at a moment that we had $4 trillion in outstanding infrastructure needs, roads, bridges, broadband internet for rural Iowa and rural America, at a moment that we were fighting wars all over the world, at a moment that we were not paying our teachers a living wage, had tens of millions of Americans who could not afford insurance, our response to that was to cut a $2 trillion tax break that flowed disproportionately to the very wealthiest people in this country at a time of historic wealth inequality, and also flowed to corporations at a time of record corporate profits. So that tax break, that tax cut, $2 trillion, the $1 trillion deficit spending that we're projecting for this next year, the trillions added to the debt by the George W. Bush tax cuts, those wars that I just described that we are fighting, well, 28 years in Iraq, 18 years in Afghanistan adds up to trillions of dollars in debt. Pretty soon the service on that debt, as you probably know as an accountant, is going to occlude any opportunity to invest in infrastructure or education or quality of life or the next generation. So we've got to stop digging the hole. We've got to reverse the worst of those Trump tax cuts. We took the corporate rate from 35% down to 21%. We don't have to go all the way back up, but if we went into the mid-20s, we would generate hundreds of billions of dollars just over the next 10 years. If we made sure that tax breaks flowed not to the very wealthiest, but to the working poor so that they could get ahead and maybe not have to take that second or third job. If we provided an inducement for small business owners to create the jobs and take the risk that we need for this economy really to hum, then we will find a way to work our way out of this problem. And to the gentleman's question about foreign